Hi Geminis, let's go ahead and get started. Thank you for all of your likes and your shares and your subscribes. I really enjoy it. I love your comments. So many amazing comments. I can tell Venus was retrograde because there were just comments galore. Thank goodness it's almost over, right? All right, Venus retrograde for a few more weeks, but it definitely tones down the emotional stuff a little bit, or the weird stuff. All right, Geminis. What are the love messages and advice and guidance for Geminis? Geminis, 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 love life. Let me look at this. Let me look at this for a minute. You are feeling distraught about your love life. Your primary card, Geminis, is the Star card reversed. So it's as if you are losing hope and losing faith in your partner or in your love life. Okay? And with the Knight of Swords coming from your past, this is you, okay, or you could be involved with another air sign. There are quite a few swords in this reading, okay? This, looking towards the past also. The Knight of Swords is speaking to and talks about someone who is kind of pulling out all the final last stops because there's no other road to take, okay? One last shot. I'm gonna try to fix this no matter what. And I've basically run out of options and I'm really stressing and frantic about it, okay? Which I don't sense that coming from you, Geminis, because you are so intelligent and strategic that it doesn't seem that you would be taking that route, but you may have been taking that route even if it's just through your words, okay? A lot of texting. It's not as if you're driving to somebody's house at 2 o'clock in the morning, knocking on their door and crying and wanting to fix a relationship, okay? It's more maybe you're texting or trying to communicate with someone who isn't communicating with you, okay? That's in the past. Doing that has caused you to lose faith in the scenario, in the person, in the relationship, or just in love in general for now, okay? And then what's crossing it, though, is the Three of Pentacles. And this is an interesting card given this scenario right here, because this means to keep working. This means that your efforts are being recognized even though you may not be aware of it, okay? This can be a card of nobility. But look, he's actually working, and it's as if he's been commissioned to do a very good job, to do a big job, okay? Maybe getting paid a lot of money to do it. And he just likes his craft, Okay, but he doesn't see all the recognition and what it took for him to get there. He just says, I like doing this. I'm going to just do it because I do it well. So with what that message speaks to with respect to your love life in this scenario is, on some level, what you did or are doing, okay, is being recognized. Okay. And what's grounding the Emperor, so this is speaking to working, okay, it's a fiery energy. This is speaking to continue working. Don't lose sight of the goal, because the Emperor knows where they're going, okay? They thrive off of new beginnings and they thrive off successful endings. They thrive off not so much the strategy like the Queen of Swords, but they thrive off of just getting stuff done, okay? So as you're working towards this, don't stop, okay? Now, I'm going to put a little bit of disclaimer in there, because if this is somebody else doing this to you, you may think that they're crazy and nuts and psycho, and they may need to stop, okay? But if you're doing this, you may be thinking that maybe you're acting a little psychotic, because that's kind of what the Knight of Swords is. He's, you know, a little irrational, actually a lot, quite irrational. But on some level, it's working. It's what this is showing, okay? Be cautious, though. Don't scare anybody away, because this says to keep at it. Don't lose sight of the goal. And then we also have the Hanged Man reversed, okay, which is the card of Pisces. And Pisces, what do we know about Pisces, okay? They can get wrapped up in their emotions and just, they're always a little too slow. They procrastinate a little too much in making decisions and taking actions, okay? Which isn't a bad trait, it's how they operate. And that's why the Hanged Man is the card of Pisces. It does mean trials overcome, okay? So this isn't over yet. The trial isn't over, hasn't been overcome yet. But this is also speaking to, don't give up, don't delay, keep going. Okay, keep going. Keep going. And I don't like to say that with the Knight of Swords energy, but that's what this is saying. Future, Five of Cups, reversed, okay? You're not looking towards the past, you're looking towards the future, or you're looking towards the positive signs, as the Emperor does, right? Fiery energy, always looking for something positive. And I love this tarot deck. I always talk about the wands. Let me pull one so you can see. I love this tarot deck because the wands, you know how they're always sprouting something, usually little leaves or flowers or light. This does too, okay? If you look at these wands, fiery is the most positive sign, okay? They're the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. They are the most optimistic, most positive sign. And that's what the wands talk about. That's what they display, okay? There's always something growing or sprouting off of the stick, okay? And I like this deck, the way they depict it, because it's at the end of the road. It's at the very top. Okay, the other decks have little things sprouting as you go along. But this is like, oh, keep the faith, keep the faith, keep the faith, keep the faith. Kind of like the law of attraction, and then boom, success. Okay, so the only reason why I'm pointing that out, Geminis, is because the Emperor represents fiery energy. Okay, and so keeping the faith and looking at the positive side of something seems to be really working in your favor, okay? Now, how you view the situation, the Ace of Swords, okay, you're not clear. There's a lack of clarity about where this love relationship, not a new one. This is not a new relationship. This is somebody from the past. This is an ex. This is your current relationship you've been with for a while, or somebody that's been in your periphery for a while. This is not new, okay? And they also, you don't feel clear about anything yet. And it's probably because you're feeling a little frantic, okay? But keep going, keep working. Don't lose hope and lose faith. That's what this is really speaking to. How they are viewing you in the situation is the Eight of Pentacles. This is very interesting, Aquarius, because Eight of Pentacles means putting your head down and working. If this represents how they view you, it's reversed. This means they don't feel like you're putting in enough work. It's so clear because it is the work you're doing. While you may feel that you're going overboard, they don't. They feel like it's maybe not enough. Okay? This is interesting. Normally this energy means somebody needs to stop, like someone's crazy, like stalkerish. Okay? So don't go to that level. But you're smart enough, Geminis, that I'm not, you're not going to do that, obviously, but this is what this is saying, okay? They don't want you to stop. And in your hopes and fears, we have the Queen of Swords, and so this is speaking to you're fearing that they are going to not show any emotion towards you. Okay? Because the Queen of Swords is very strategic, very successful, but she's also emotionless. She's stoic. So you're fearing that they're not going to, these emotions that you're displaying aren't going to be reciprocated. Okay? But it will even out in the end because we have the Justice card. This is the outcome. There will be an evening out and a balancing out, and you will be getting basically what's coming to you. So this work you're doing, this work they want you to do, it will prove to be successful. Okay? Again, wands. Okay? Balancing of the scales, equality. And she's holding a sword for clarity. Okay. This is a beautiful card. This is a beautiful Justice card. I mean, this is her sword too. This is her sword. That's her chair. That's her sword. Okay, but she's this is a beautiful Justice card because it does represent equality and balance and hope and faith and clarity. Okay. All right. What are the overall overview messages or additional messages that you have for Geminis regarding this love reading? This is a success, Geminis, okay? Keep going. Because we have the overview is love, okay? There is a connection. There is a soulmate connection. There is definitely chemistry. You're just figuring out that negotiation, that dance that you do in love and relationships of what are the expectations, okay? What am I giving to you? What are you giving to me? You have to figure that out. Okay. Two of Wands can be a card of loneliness, okay? Success, but loneliness, and wisdom and fortitude, and it's reversed, which means that there's no loneliness. There is success. This constant work that you've been doing is going to pay off. And then we have the Five of Pentacles here, reversed, which means that it's a very loving relationship. You're not feeling left out in the cold. They're not feeling left out in the cold. You're feeling that togetherness, that warmth, that spiritual connection that soulmates feel. Okay. Wow, Geminis, this is a beautiful reading. I'm so excited for you. Leave your comments below, and I really hope that this resonates with you because this was a very beautiful reading. Simple with a lot of depth and hope to it. Okay. Wow. Thanks, Geminis. Bye.